Hello, welcome. This is the 6 year box. You're welcome. This is the EPL Premier League review. This is the football show. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share all that good stuff. City go back to the top of the table, and we're just going to get into it quickly. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We want to get to 100 subscribers. We are on 62 or 63 or 64. I'm not sure. If you can subscribe, we really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Now let's get straight into it. Premier League game day 34. There were loads of goals scored in this one. I think there was 38 goals scored in this week. It was one of the highest goal weekend in I'll say maybe in the Premier League history. I'm not sure yet, but it should be. There's been a lot of goals scored. Let's get quickly into it. You subscribe to the channel, follow, like, share, and all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, let's get quickly into it. Yeah. Um. It's been one of those it was one of those weekends where um it's been one of those weekends where the goals were flying in the Premier League. Let's get into it. First game was on a Saturday, and it was 3 o'clock. I was 12 o'clock kickoff. It was 4 goals to 3. Crystal Palace winning by 4 goals to 3. Palace, I think West Ham got the first goal, and then Palace came back with an equalizer. Then I think Palace got like they were leading 3-1 at some point. But West Ham kept pulling the goals back as well. It was a cracking game. Izzy played really well as normal, setting up some plays. Goal penalty, I think that looks dodgy. But that game was very interesting. I was watching it while doing some other stuff. And Crystal Palace just about got the win. I thought it was going to be a draw actually, but Palace pulled the win, and they're mid-table. And I think their relegation worries are long gone. West Ham, I think they need a couple more wins, maybe 2 more wins to be secure, and to secure their place in the Premier League for next season. But I think they'll be okay. They got Europa League games as well, quarterfinals and semi-finals to contend with. So yeah, they just gotta be careful. Don't take their eye off the ball in the Premier League. Then we go to the next one, Brentford versus on the Saturday. There's two Brentford at taking on Forest at home. This one I knew was going to be a win. Um, I was surprised that Forest scored. I think Forest scored first actually, but Brentford came back with that man, Ivan Tony, with a goal. I'm not sure. I think he scored the other one as well, but he came back with a goal, scored that goal, and Da Silva scored in the last minute, in the 94th minute, to seal the victory for for Brentford. I knew Brentford were going to win. They were just too good in this game. They played really well. Brentford, there was 3 yellow cards in this one, and yeah, it was. I think it was just a case of Brentford just playing the way they normally play. They've been off the boil a little bit as well. Brentford, I expect them to be doing a lot better. Man of the match was Ivan Tony, that one. Then we went on to the Brighton game. Brighton taking on Wolves. I knew it was going to be a victory for Brighton, but I didn't expect it to be 6. Brighton just blew them apart. Dennis Undev got 2 goals. He missed a couple of chances last. I think it was against. I can't remember who it was against when I was watching it. Can't remember who they played. I missed a couple of chances, but In this game, he got his goals. Brentford just play some attacking football. I think what they're doing now, which they were not doing under Potter. Graham Potter is like they're scoring goals, and yeah, they're really scoring goals. They're putting teams through the sword, really, and they're smashing teams up. And they're defending really well as well. So they got a couple of goals. Danny Welbeck as well got himself on the score sheet as well. Pascal Gross as well got himself 2 goals. He's a very, very good player in midfield. One of the goals was very good. And Danny Welbeck got himself a couple of goals, got himself 2 goals as well. And yeah, it was just beautiful play from Brighton. Is a team that you love watching, and Wolves had no chance, to be honest. I think the Wolves they need to apologize to their fans. I think the manager came out with an apology. I think they just got blown away. Then we went on to the Sunday where majority of the games were played. Bournemouth beating Leeds by 4 goals to 1. I thought Leeds were going to put up a fight in this one. Patrick Bamford got on the score sheet. Jefferson Lerner got 2 goals. Dominic Solanke, he's a very good player. I like his way he builds up. He's improved a lot. I think he came from Chelsea to Brentford to Bournemouth. I like him when I've seen him. He's got against Tottenham as well. If he can just improve his goal scoring, but he'll be a good backup striker for Premier League side. If he's not staying at Brentford, at Bournemouth. And he's a good player. Then Antoine Semenyo got himself on the goal score sheet as well. And yeah, they just look really good. Bournemouth, they're playing really well. I think they're up to 13 now in the table, and they're safe, man. They're safe. They're playing really well as well. Then we went on to the other Sunday kickoff. City. This is the game that City was supposed to win to go top. I saw a little bit of it. City were leading when I was watching it. I think City made a big deal out of it. They make it a lot more. They made it to be a little bit more tougher than I thought it was going to be. But that's the Premier League for you. Alan got off to a penalty after 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It was a pen on Alvarez. And then Carlos Vinicius scored after 19 minutes with a cracking shot. He nearly took the goalkeeper's head off, City's goalkeeper's head off with that cracking shot. And then Julian Alvarez scored a cracking goal as well to give it 2-1. City just know how to manage the game, which I think Arsenal don't know how to do. They pass the ball really well. They keep the ball. They make you run. They made a lot of desperate defending as well just to keep it to 2-1. And yeah, and I think City just about did enough to win that one. Then we went on to the other Sunday kickoff, Manchester United against Villa. I saw a little bit of this one. Villa didn't really turn up. I thought it was going to be a draw. United, with some of the injuries they have, they still can't. They're still just grinding out results. They considered 2 goals against Tottenham last week. But Villa I didn't think I thought Villa was going to give them a lot of problems, but it didn't turn out that way. And Bruno scored his goal. It was he's the man that could unlock keys. He's got that in his boots, and he's the man of the week. He was the man of the match as well. Then we go on to the Newcastle Southampton game. Newcastle just grinding out results, winning games, and I think there must be 6 wins on the bounce now. I think maybe 6 or maybe not 6, maybe 3 or 4 wins on the bounce. After that loss to Villa, they beat Tottenham. They beat Southampton, and I think who did they beat last week? I can't remember who they played last week as well. They're just smashing teams up really, and they beat Brentford as well. Brentford, yeah, they beat Brentford, which is not a very tough place to go to. And yeah, they're playing really well. They're turning on the result now. They can see the line at the end of the tunnel. They went a goal down to Stuart Armstrong, who just tapped the ball in with his knees, but they came back with 2 goals from Callum Wilson. He's just scoring goals with everything he touches goes into the back of the net. They just look really organized. They look good. They are conceding goals as well. Very good side, Newcastle. I think they'll get top 4. I think they get top 4. I think definitely. their name is on that top 4 position. I think they might finish third as well. Theo Walcott scored a own goal for against for scored an own goal as well to make it 3-1 for Newcastle. And Newcastle looked good. Man of the match, obviously, is going to be Callum Wilson. He was just incredible, to be honest, in the past couple of games. Then we go to the game of the week, which was the 4-3 game. It was a cracking game. Tottenham, that's the game we did watch along for Tottenham against Liverpool. Kicked off really, really poor. Tottenham, that's what they do now. They just keep giving teams a head start. And Curtis Jones scored. Then after 15 minutes, it was 2 more goals from Luis Diaz and Mohamed Salah from the penalty spot. Tottenham all over the place defensively. They just kept shipping goals. They need to stop these shipping goals going forward. If they do it again one more time, I think that's just it, man, for them. I don't think they'll even get Europa League places. They need to stop shipping goals one way or the other. And then Tottenham came back into Harry Kane with a beautiful volley after Perisic played him a beautiful ball into the box. Then Tottenham got another one from Eamon Son with a beautiful pass from Romero. Tottenham kept going forward. The Charlison goal and equalized in the 93rd minute. But a minute later, Diego Jota grabbed the winning goal. And it was just typical of Tottenham, to be honest. As a Tottenham fan, I've seen it all. It's nothing new. We're just waiting for the summer right now, to be honest. But man of the match was Mohamed Salah. I got man of the match, but I guess. But yeah, so that was it for the weekend. We had a Monday Night Football. Leicester 2, Everton 2. I didn't really watch that, to be honest. I was watching it, but in the middle of something as well. But he ended 2-2. Golan Semenyo with the first goal for after 22 minutes. No, sorry, Dominic Calvert-Lewin scored after 15 minutes. Semenyo equalizing, and then Jamie Vardy making it 3-2-1, and then making it 3-2-1. And then Alex Iwobi, I think it was the one that gave the ball away for Vardy's goal. He made a pass across the pitch, which was intercepted, and Vardy was putting through to score. And then Alex Iwobi, I'm really happy for him getting that goal for Everton. I think Everton was, where I was saying whoever lost this game was going to be in trouble. They both got a draw, so they're still both in trouble, and they still need to pick up some more wins if they hope to stay in the Premier League. It was a good game. Man of the match was Daniel Iversen, the Leicester goalkeeper, and it was a good game. And the 2 teams they're going to be definitely fighting into the end of the season to stay in the Premier League. That's the football show. That's the Premier League review. Looking back on the games over the weekend, a total of 34 goals was scored in week 34, which is it's not coincidence though. Makes sense as well. 38 goals scored in week 34. No, I almost got away with that one. But yeah, that's the results for this weekend, game 34. Looking forward to the rest of the week. There's a couple of games midweek as well, so we're doing reviews on that one as well. As we move on to week 35, the Premier League, we're counting down on games. 4 games left for some teams. Some teams have a lot more games to play. Let's check on the Premier League table. Let's check on the Premier League table as we stand right now. Top 4 is summer series. Yeah. Oh, that's buy tickets. They're selling tickets for summer series. I don't know what that's all about. City is at the top of the table on 76 points. Arsenal on 75. Though City have a game in hand. Arsenal, they beat Chelsea and the 8 o'clock kickoff on Tuesday. They might go back to the top. We got Newcastle on 65. Manchester United on 63. Manchester United have a game in hand as well. They are in fourth. Liverpool in fifth on 56. Tottenham in sixth on 54. Tottenham have played 34 games. Teams are above them have games in hand, and Villa 34. They are in seventh. Brighton in 31. They play 31 games. They've got 3 games to play. And yeah, they could fly up that table if they win their 3 games. But three games are very tough games, though. They got games against, I think they got City, they got, I can't remember who the teams they got, but they are tough games that they've got to play. Brighton, Manchester United, and I can't remember the last, I think the last one is Newcastle. So they got tough games to play. Brighton. Brentford are in ninth on 50 points. We go to the bottom of the table. The bottom 3 are Forest on 30 points. They've played their maximum number of games. Everton on 30 on 29 points. They've played maximum 34 games. Southampton are gone. I think they have 5 points from. No, they are like 6 points from safety. To be honest, they are 6 points from safety. So they need to win 3 games. I can't see them beating the drop, to be honest. I think Southampton are relegated already. And we'll see the other 2 teams that will join them. That's the Premier League review, and this is the football show. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you smash that like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think about the relegation battle and top of the table battle and the fight for the European places. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Stay safe. God bless.